Hello, my name is Michael Zappa, and I am an intern at the Pittsburgh Film Office, and I am here with a very special guest. Can you go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody watching and tell us what it is you do in the film industry here in Pittsburgh?
Hi, my name's PJ Gaynard. I'm an independent filmmaker, and I run a production company called Goat Milk Fudge Productions. I work as a producer and as a director of photography. I'm a member of IOTC 489 and IBEW 5. I'm also the technical director for Film Pittsburgh, and there are 5 different film festivals. And I am the city producer for the 48-hour film project for Pittsburgh.
So PJ, could you tell us a little bit more about the studio that you run, Goat Milk Fudge Productions, and maybe some notable projects that it's been a part of?
Goat Milk Fudge Productions is located in Crafton Heights on the west end, just through the Corliss Tunnel. We've been here for just over a year. We have 2 studios as well as sort of like a client meeting area and a place for the production to sort of set up to work. Our studios are 14 by 30 and 45 by 25. We've had several people come in and use the productions as well as myself. We've done productions for GBU Life. We had Solano Films here with Dark Math, and they did a project called Cadet School. I've had Max Cianci shoot commercial work here and build a full wraparound set. So we've had some lovely productions here. Haji Muya has come here and done a lot of work for both stills and along with University of Pittsburgh. So the reason why I rented this space was so that I would have a place to shoot and I would have a place to edit outside of my home. You know, I have children and a wife, but it has grown beyond that. And I think it has grown because part of my core mission statement is to build film culture in Pittsburgh.
So PJ, could you tell us a little bit more about exactly how the 48-hour film project works and maybe some notable projects that have come out of the Pittsburgh division?
Sure. The 48-hour film project has been happening in Pittsburgh for about 16 years and over 20 years in total. It started in Washington, D.C. by a guy named Mark Rupert, and it has grown to over 130 cities around the world. What happens the weekend that we do it is that on Friday evening, just before 7 p.m., filmmakers are given a line of dialogue, a prop, and a character that they must include in their film. And then they pull 2 genres out of a hat that then they can either do one or both genres together. 48 hours later, they must turn in a 4 to 7 minute short film. Now, in advance, filmmakers can build teams, they can find locations, they can find actors and writers to work on their project, but they cannot write or produce their film in advance. And it would be impossible to have the prompts and the genres present and write it in advance. A few weeks after the films are turned in, we screen the films, and then we will have a best of screening at the Oaks Theater in Oakmont. There's a group, BidSized Productions. They won the last 3 years straight. A dynasty, right? I think 3 years, I don't know if 3 years makes a dynasty, I hope it does. Ben Wilson and Peter Regan are best friends. They have been since childhood. They helped form this team. Ben's the team leader, and Peter directs. They won the Pittsburgh division with their film, The Young One 2, which you can find on the internet if you go looking. Their film won Pittsburgh, and then they went to Filmapalooza, which last year was in Washington, D.C. Filmapalooza is the worldwide gathering of all the city winners. And their film won several awards at Filmapalooza. And then their film was invited to screen at the Short Film Corner at Cannes, where there was a special screening. They got to go to a lot of parties, meet some famous people, and they did not go there as just BidSized Productions. They went there as a representative of Pittsburgh. And that's why I'm so proud of them and their efforts.
So PJ, what can we expect from this year's 48-hour film project that's different from previous years?
Well, I'm really excited about our new judges. Every time we do the 48, we have a different set of judges to really make it fair, but also to be able to highlight some of the incredible professionals that are here in Pittsburgh to make sure that independent filmmakers know about them. I'm also excited about our sponsors this year because I have been trying to up our sponsorship so that we can get more prizes into the hands of the filmmakers who complete these projects.
So PJ, being a resident of Pittsburgh yourself, could you maybe tell us how the city is different from other filmmaking cities like, say, New York or Los Angeles?
I think that Pittsburgh is a really unique community for filmmaking. And we also have a wonderful union group of people here. IOTC 489 is strong, and the filmmakers and the film workers who are part of IOTC 489 are some of the best film people in the world. And I really, really believe that. And it's no surprise that films that come from Pittsburgh get nominated for Academy Awards and sometimes win them. But saying all that, there are some things that we don't have here yet. We miss the middle, right? We have a great indie film scene, we have a great high-end film scene, and we miss some of the middle. And I think that part of the reason why we miss some of the middle is because our tax credit isn't big enough yet. When that tax credit rises, it will put more money into the pockets of film workers, and some of those are also filmmakers. When that becomes real, and we have that larger tax credit, the world is our oyster. It's gonna open even more than what it is right now.
Now PJ, do you have any future projects that you're particularly excited about that you're willing to share with those watching?
Oh my goodness, I've got so much going on right now. I'm really excited about the commercials made in Pittsburgh for GBU Life, which is a company based in Pittsburgh since 1892. All local talent, all local crew. And I'm directing and producing and co-writing with the client. I'm currently working on a short film with Lydia Zagorski, which we are wrapping up in post right now. Lydia starred, I directed, we both did some writing, although Lydia was the lead writer for sure. I'm also really excited about coming on to help finish the edit of a film from over 10 years ago, Monongahela, which is directed by Casey Mel.
So PJ, if people want to learn more about both Goat Milk Fudge Productions as well as the 48-hour film project, where's a good place to look?
Well, a great place to look for Goat Milk Fudge Productions is goatmilkfudgeproductions.com. And you can learn more about the 48-hour film project at 48hourfilm.com/Pittsburgh.
Well, PJ, thank you so much for taking the time to meet with me in the Pittsburgh Film Office. We're all very excited to see what you have coming up next, and we really appreciate you helping us demonstrate why Pittsburgh is the future of filmmaking.
Well, thanks for having me, and I'll tell you, go Pittsburgh Film Office, because everything that the Pittsburgh Film Office does is good for Pittsburgh filmmakers.
Couldn't have said it better myself.